Two cargo ships traveling on the Long Tao River through An Thoi Dong Commune, Can Gio District, Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, collided unexpectedly late on the 25th of April, causing both vessels to become stuck together, suffer heavy damage, and release oil into the river. Specifically, around 11 p.m., the Panama-flagged container ship KMTC SURABAYA, heading out from the Binh Khanh ferry terminal, collided with the Hong Kong-flagged bulk carrier GENGLYLE, which was moving inbound from An Thanh. Authorities confirmed the presence of an oil spill in the river. The collision occurred at the area of light pole 15 on the Long Tao River in An Thoi Dong Commune. Following the crash, the container ship's bow was damaged and the bulk carrier's stern was punctured, leading to an oil spill. Initial reports indicate there were no casualties or damage to the cargo.
Đụng bị cái dồi hồi lúc mấy chiếc tàu cũ đụng á. Ở dưới dồi cột đèn 15 dưới á.
Upon receiving the report, the Can Gio District Civil Defense, Disaster Prevention and Rescue Command instructed local disaster prevention and search and rescue agencies to work with the Forest Protection Management Board and An Thoi Dong Commune's People's Committee to monitor the situation and report updates. At the scene, emergency response teams have arrived, and the two ships are being separated by rescue vessels. In addition, oil spill response teams are deploying equipment and tools to manage the spill. The Long Tao River is a tributary of the Dong Nai River, passing through Gio District and flowing into the Gan Rai Bay. It is an important waterway in southern Vietnam, where large vessels coming from the East Sea Dock at Saigon Port and surrounding areas. Preliminary investigations suggest that around 10:40 p.m., the KMTC SURABAYA, coming from the Binh Khanh ferry, collided with the GLENGYLE ship entering from An Thanh. After the collision, both ships moved closer to the shore, avoiding disruption to the waterway traffic, shipping lane. The oil spill, which resulted from a collision between a Panama-flagged container ship and a Hong Kong-flagged bulk carrier, poses a serious threat to the aquatic environment. The Long Tao River is home to various marine species and serves as an important waterway for shipping. Oil contamination can damage the river's delicate ecosystem, harming fish, mollusks, and other marine life. The oil slick can also affect the local fish population, which many nearby households rely on for their livelihoods. Contaminated water can poison fish and shellfish, making them unsafe for human consumption and harming the overall health of the aquatic food chain. Local communities in the Gio area are particularly vulnerable to the effects of the oil spill. Many people depend on aquaculture, including fish farming and shrimp harvesting for their income. The contamination of the river could lead to loss of income for these families and potentially result in economic hardship for the entire region. Furthermore, the oil spill has raised concerns about public health. Oil contamination can lead to harmful chemicals entering the food chain, potentially affecting human health if the contaminated fish or other seafood products are consumed. There are also worries about the long-term effects of the spill on the local water supply, which is vital for drinking and agricultural purposes.